Picture this. Mike has been operating forklifts for 15 years. He could navigate the warehouse with his eyes closed. Sarah has spent 2 decades as an electrician rewiring countless buildings without incident. Both are respected professionals, masters of their trades. Yet surprisingly, experienced workers like Mike and Sarah faced unique dangers that newcomers rarely encounter. Today, we're exploring a fascinating paradox in workplace safety: how expertise can sometimes become our greatest vulnerability. The confidence trap. When you're new at any job, every task feels significant. You double-check measurements, review procedures, and stay high. But after years of repetition, something changes in our brains. Tasks that once demanded full concentration become automatic. This automation is actually a survival mechanism. Our minds are designed to conserve energy by turning repeated actions into habits. However, this mental shortcut creates a dangerous blind spot. Experienced workers often develop what safety experts call learned complacency. When you've performed the same task thousands of times without incident, your brain stops treating it as potentially hazardous. The electrical panel you've opened hundreds of times, your mind registers it as routine, not risky. That forklift path you've driven for years, it becomes invisible terrain. Research reveals a troubling pattern. Workers with 5 to 10 years of experience frequently have higher accident rates than both newcomers and true veterans. Why? Beginners follow procedures carefully because they lack confidence. True veterans have witnessed enough close calls to maintain healthy respect for hazards. But those in the middle, they've developed confidence without accumulating enough cautionary experiences. Consider how experience changes our perception. A new construction worker sees a ladder and thinks about proper angle, weight limits, and 3-point contact. An experienced worker just sees a ladder tool they've used countless times. The safety considerations fade into background noise. They've done the job so long, they believe they understand it better than whoever wrote the safety manual. Sometimes they're right about efficiency, but they might be wrong about risks they can't see. An electrician might skip a lockout procedure because they know the circuit is dead. A machine operator might bypass a safety guard because it slows him down. Each deviation feels justified by experience, yet each one increases risk exponentially. Environmental blindness. Familiarity also breeds environmental blindness. When you walk the same factory floor every day, your brain stops noticing details. That new oil spill, you might step right in it because your mind has mapped the floor as safe territory. That subtle change in machine sound that indicates malfunction. An experienced operator might not consciously register it because they're operating on autopilot, breaking the cycle. So how do we protect experienced workers from their own expertise? The solution isn't eliminating experience, it's cultivating mindful awareness. Leading companies now implement fresh eyes programs where experienced workers periodically rotate tasks or partner with newcomers. This disrupts autopilot thinking. Regular refresher training helps, especially when it incorporates real incidents. Sharing stories of experienced workers who had close calls reminds everyone that expertise doesn't equal immunity. Conclusion: experience is invaluable. It builds skill, efficiency, and judgment. But like any powerful tool, it must be wielded carefully. The next time you find yourself thinking, "I've done this 1,000 times," pause. That thought itself is a warning sign. True mastery isn't about operating on autopilot. It's about maintaining beginner's mind even as an expert. Stay safe, stay aware, and remember, your experience is your strength, but only if you don't let it become your blindfold.